So guys, I've been going 6+ years of semen retention, okay? 6+ years of no pornography, no masturbation. What have I officially learned from going this level, okay? Stay tuned by the end of the video so you know what these things are, okay? First and foremost, if you guys don't know who I am, my name is Elijah Madden. I teach you how to achieve sexual purity to lead a righteous marriage. So if this is you, be sure to go down below, okay? Book a call, see if you're a good fit for our training program. But until then, let's hop into the video. So guys, when it comes down to, quitting lust and adultery, there are certain things that you need to give up. It's not more so about what you add externally, but it's also more so of what you sacrifice, what you give up, right? So giving up certain things is what God wants you to do, right? The word says deny yourself unto the Lord and submit yourself towards him. Deny yourself, submit yourself towards him. So when it comes down to life in general, you want to be able to give your best, give your all towards the Lord, okay? Not just do that, and that starts off by sacrifice. So the first things first, what you actually need to sacrifice, you need to sacrifice going out in public too often, okay, at the wrong place, wrong time. So if you're going out in public, and let's say that you're going out at 10 p.m., okay, you're going out to the club, you're going out to parties, all these different things, you're putting yourself in a situation that's going to cause you to commit lustful things, okay, without you even knowing. You may just be going through a good time, but if your intentions are wrong, and even if your intentions are not wrong, you're just trying to hang out with the brothers, there's always, in that environment, there's lustful situations, and you don't want to be that guy who's like in a lustful state, right? And how you do that is just by fleeing away from it, right? So when you were a kid, you weren't access to parties, you weren't access to not really drugs or anything like that. So you weren't really access to these things. So my biggest advice for you is to abstain from that, abstain from going out in parties, going out to places that's gonna cause you to commit sexual sin, right? I would suggest you stay away from those things. Very, very important. And because the word says it's better to flee away from sexual sin. It's harder for a man, right? It doesn't matter if I'm on over 6+ years, 2,000+ days in, and what I've noticed is that it doesn't matter if I go this long, I still have to stay away from parties because I know I'll be tempted. And if a man's tempted and he does not get away from that situation, then it's only going to be downhill from there. So you want to be that guy who's actually abstaining from situations. And again, the first part, especially if you may have been to parties for a period of time, it's going to be a little bit tough. It's going to be a little bit tough if you've been going to parties and doing all these different things. First time I actually cried, I actually cried from doing it, from not going to parties and things like that. But the thing about it is that the more you start doing it, the more you start being consistent with it, the easier it's going to become for you, and the more that you start living your life with peace, because you're not indulging inside of sexual sin and being surrounded by that. Okay, that's one of the main things. So the second thing is, you have to stay away from comfort too much. Now, obviously, in this world, comfort, it can be a good thing or a bad thing. Too much comfort is a bad thing, but having comfort in a situation where, you've worked hard 90% of the time, then you have 10% comfort, that is what's a beautiful thing, right? Work hard and play hard mentality, right? So the more you have a work hard and play hard mentality, that's what it is. But if you have too much of that comfort, you're eating out too much, you're doing too much comfortable things like sleeping on a bed too much, doing things that are comfortable. What are some other comfortable things? Maybe you guys can comment down below. But just doing too many comfortable things, how is that going to discipline your body? You want to be able to discipline your body, okay? Keep it under control. That when you go out in public, sexual purity is a lot easier for you, because the word says that sexual sin is the only sin you commit to your own body. I want you to be the guy in authority. So how you have authority is by having authority over yourself. It's okay to have a cheat meal once in a while. It's okay to have dessert once in a while, but it's not okay to do it not in a disciplined manner, right? Don't do it in a disciplined manner. Don't do that. That's one of the biggest advice I would tell you. Just make sure that you are on the same narrow path every single day, and watch your life's gonna change, okay? And the third thing, okay, how to actually, what do you actually need to sacrifice? You need to sacrifice people, okay? There's certain people you gotta give up. Now, I'm not just saying every person, but you have to sacrifice giving up people that are your party buddies, people that talk about lust all day, people that are struggling without wanting to get out of it, right? It's a difference. What I said was struggling and not wanting to get out of it. It's a difference between another person who's struggling but wants to get out of it. Maybe that's good to associate yourself with, but don't associate yourself with anybody of where you don't want to be at. If they're not where you want to be at and they're not actively working towards going to the next level, I wouldn't suggest you even associating yourself with them, because it's only going to cause your growth to stunt. If you want sexual sin to be away from you, I would say stay away from that. Stay away from people that talk about, hey, let's go out parties. Hey, why aren't you going out doing this? Hey, why aren't you looking at that woman right there? Hey, why aren't you going out to this party at 10-11 p.m. at night. There's certain things that you have to give up in order for you to go to the next level. So that's one of the biggest advice I would tell you guys is sacrifice people. If you have negative people around you, then it's gonna be a little bit tough for you. So we don't want that to happen for you. And the more you start implementing, the right things, the more you're gonna start attracting the right people. And that's what we want for you, okay? So again, hopefully this video helped. If it did, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Sorry guys, I think that was a wasp right there, brother. But be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, guys. And hopefully this video helped. If it did, definitely let me know. And again, as stated previously, sacrifice is one of the biggest things that's going to cause you to go to the next level for sexual sin. Over 67% of Christians watch pornography. And so it just shows you that it doesn't matter who you are, it doesn't matter where you're at in life. It matters more so about, what you do, right? You reap what you sow. So God has already may have answered your prayers. He's telling you that you got to do certain things in order for you to get the job done. And that is by sacrificing. That is through discipline, right? That's one of the biggest advice I would tell you. So at the end of the day, guys, if you guys are struggling with pornography and want to get a restoration from lust and adultery, okay, definitely let me know. You guys can go down below, okay, check out our link, and you can book a call from there. We're definitely in the process of helping out more people, and yeah, just looking forward to giving back to you guys. But until then, if this video helped you, like, comment, and subscribe, okay? But until then, I'll catch you on the next video. Peace out.